Now, Harry and Meghan have used this photo to announce to the world they'll be welcoming second baby into their family. Our royal editor, Russell Myers, joins me now. A very good morning to you. Was this in any way expected? I mean, had there been any hints that this was coming?
Well, good morning, Ranvir. I think there was a few hints along the way, but we were sort of having our lips sealed. Nobody wanted to spoil the big surprise. And it came in the guise of this beautiful photo released yesterday by Harry and Meghan. Look at her. She looks absolutely blooming. And, you know, there's been a few talk about how far she has gone, maybe 5-6 months. We don't really know at the moment, but it is absolutely wonderful news indeed. And everyone is delighted for them, I'm sure.
They are, and the photograph itself is quite interesting. It's unusual, really, in a way. It's so relaxed. He's got no shoes on, I mean, for a start. What's the story behind it?
Well, you're right. It's very boho chic, isn't it? We've got the monochrome Hollywood picture coming out there, and it was actually taken by a close friend of the couple's, photographer Missan Harriman, who actually was Meghan's friend before she met Harry, and he introduced her to a mutual friend who then introduced her to Harry. So he has a big part to play in the love story. And he was based in London, but actually got them to set up an iPad, directed them in their garden in California, and took this wonderful, wonderful photo. The modern wonders of technology. I think it's a beautiful shot.
I mean, it is absolutely stunning, isn't it? But there has been a bit of, you know, sort of criticism about it here and there, and I think that I mean, it's obviously on all the front pages and stuff, but I think the Daily Star itself has sort of made a bit of a joke out of it, really, saying publicity-shy woman tells billions of people I'm pregnant. What do you make of that, in the sense that obviously they left the UK for what they said was privacy, and then they do this on Valentine's Day, which is exactly what Princess Diana had done to announce the birth of Harry?
Yes, definitely. I like the Daily Star front page. They've had a bit of a resurgence over the last year with funny headlines and sort of comics and puns. They've been taking a bit of the mickey out of Harry and Meghan with their various lawsuits here and there, calling them publicity shy, sort of blurring their eyes out when they do story. And hopefully Harry and Meghan can see the funny side. But yeah, it is Hollywood, isn't it? It's very different to how we would normally get a royal birth announcement. Harry and Meghan are part of the celebrity set, aren't they now? They're living in the Montecito, the millionaire's playground in the shadow of Hollywood, and that seems to be their new life. But listen, baby news is a great way to kick off their year, and Meghan and Harry have had a tumultuous one at the best of times. So I think everybody is wishing them well for this occasion.
Absolutely, and of course she talked so movingly, didn't she, about having a miscarriage, and so, you know, just on a human level, you just think, you know, that's a beautiful moment for them. Just talk to us about sort of the baby's role in the royal family, and what role it might have or might not have.
Well, it will be very, very different. I mean, Harry and Meghan, for their firstborn, Archie, didn't want him to have a title. He could have been His Royal or Her Royal Highness, and the same goes for this baby as well. But Harry and Meghan are set to shun any sort of titles. They definitely want a normal upbringing, away from the sort of publicity and the spotlight of the firm. They've obviously left their roles within the royal family. I don't think we're going to see them coming back anytime soon. And I mean, they look delighted, don't they? They're probably enjoying themselves in the sun in California. They don't want to come back over to the UK anytime soon, I'm sure.
And I mean, we just touched on it earlier, but they did pay tribute to Harry's mum, didn't they? Just explain that.
Yeah, they did. And with this announcement on Valentine's Day is actually really sweet, because it's when Charles and Diana actually announced that Harry was going to be born all those years ago. I think about 36 years ago, they announced it on Valentine's Day. So a very sweet nod to Diana, some are saying. They've had a very, very tough year. You touched upon it with Meghan's miscarriage last year. She bravely spoke about that in an op-ed in the New York Times. And she spoke about, you know, how stricken they were with grief and how they had really come together as a family after that experience. And I think that really helped an awful lot of people. And that just shows you, you know, it's great news, and everybody's super behind them, I think, especially after the last few months.
And the royal family obviously have put out a statement to say that everybody's delighted. But I think the one thing that springs to all of our minds, and of course we have to remember we are in lockdown, so maybe that changes things, but is just the fact that, you know, their first grandchild, you know, Archie's over there, and now the second one will be presumably born in America. So that's a big departure, isn't it, for someone from the royal family, you know, to be born over there. But how close will they possibly be? You know, how often will they see their grandparents and things like that? Because I suppose in any family is a sort of sadness, isn't it, when your children emigrate to a different country?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's been poured over the last few months, hasn't it? I mean, the Queen has hardly seen her great-grandchild, Archie. Charles and William have hardly seen Harry, Meghan, or the baby. And I think it's going to be quite the similar with this new arrival. I don't think Harry and Meghan are going to be coming over anytime soon. There's travel restrictions with coronavirus. You know, Meghan doesn't want to travel being pregnant, and listen, it is a sad situation, but they left for their reasons. They didn't want to be part of the institution anymore. They said they had been deeply unhappy, and they've left to give their family life a new start. And they look very happy in that photo, don't they? So
they
maybe
certainly
they're doing
do. And Harry is due to come back, isn't he, to the UK for the Trooping of the Colour? Is that right? But he'll come on his own.
Yeah, he is. I mean, but with the travel restrictions, who knows what is going to happen? It's quite a busy summer, actually. You've got the Trooping of the Colour, whether that big extravaganza will go ahead. You've got the Queen's 95th birthday, followed closely by Prince Philip's 100th birthday. So Harry will be doing his utmost to come back, I'm sure. You know, fingers crossed for him to be able to come back and celebrate those moments with his family. And I'm sure they will want to see him.
All right, Russell, thank you so much for joining us. Lovely to talk to you this morning.
You too.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.